Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. We've got another P1 Race Community lead for you guys tonight. It's the GT World Sprint Series, so it's GT3 class cars, and it's 3 15-minute races. A couple of little rules just to take on board. They do have to use a set of mediums at some point throughout the evening, and if they do race one on mediums, they have to qualify on mediums. So that is the rules. Round one then tonight, live from Grand Valley Highway, Highway 1, whatever that is. Not sure if I've seen this layout, but we'll have a look as we get further in. So it is the first round tonight, so no scores to show you guys, obviously. Merch still available, people, t-shirts and stickers. Hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com if you fancy any of that. Let me know. Right, into the lobby then. Remember to turn the sound on. So let me know how it sounds. Is it coming through okay? Can you hear me over the cars? Obviously you'll have to wait till we're in the lobby when we're to hear the cars. Let's have a look who we've got in then. Dylan, Apache, we've got Manny, we've got Skippy, Mocking Weeks, Pilgrim, Obi-Wan, Tyre Slayer, Ricky J, the Dodger, Jonesy, P1 Don and Footer Eng. Also 13 drivers on track tonight then for round one. Qualifying's already underway, so let's stick some nonsense on. Okay, just on the hot laps now. Drivers all over this circuit already. Corvette for Dylan. Through the hairpin. Wow, the tail gets loose on him through there. It's only a short 5-minute qualifier as well, so he has got the medium tyres on for qualifying, which means he's going to start race one on the mediums. He'll be looking for a good time then, try and keep himself up front. Oh, wheels on the sand through there though. Let's have a little look at some of these liveries while we're on our way round. So the Corvette of Dylan then. Apache in the Mercedes, Victorinox. Apologies for that. When it gets a little bit too close to the edge of the track, it does that. It does that. Does exactly that. Lexus for Manny. Skippy and another Corvette, the WeatherTech. Mocking Weeks in the Mitsubishi. Another Mercedes for Pilgrim. One in another Corvette. Tyre Slayer driving in a great big banana by the look of it. Everything banana on there. Has bananas, skins, banana chops, dirty bananas. There's just banana racing, obviously. Tyre Slayer, a great big BMW. What are we in here? Mitsubishi. Is it? What is Suzuki? Yes. Ford of some description. I don't know whether that's legal or not, but anyway, a Mercedes for Jonesy. Don's in another Corvette. Manny, I think we've seen in the Lexus already. And Footer not putting a lap in for some reason. So, Mocking Weeks then on that top spot. This will be the final lap of these qualifying session if it is a 5-minute qualifier. 4 minutes 40 on the clock. So this man, 1:47.766 then is the time to beat. Blackadder smashed on the rear. If you know, you know. It's very, very cunning. Penalty for Manny to lose then. Nice looking circuit here at Grand Valley. Will he stay on that top spot? A couple of drivers just coming up to the line now. Yeah, it is 5-minute qualifier. Oh, a little wobble on there for Manny. S's then. Let's see. Can Mocking go any quicker? drivers coming up to the line. Nobody beating him so far. He's not able to go quicker, but he is currently staying on that pole position. The drivers yet to cross the line. Majority of drivers finished. Let's just go and see. They've got 2 drivers coming up towards the line. But that is it. Mockin does secure pole position for the first race of the season. He's on the softs as well for that one, so if he can get away well, might be able to stretch a bit of a lead. Apache takes a second in the Mercedes. Dylan takes third in the Corvette. And again, he's on that medium tyre, so not a bad run for him at all. And he gets rid of those medium tyres in race 1. Means he's not got to worry about those for the rest of the night. 2 more races for him to play on the softs. Pilgrim takes 4th. Don takes 5th. We've got Obi coming home in 6th. Tyre Slayer takes 7th. Jonesy comes home in 8th. Skippy takes 9th, Manny takes 10th, Ricky J 11th, Dodger in 12th, and Fudder, yeah, still sat in the pits. So he will start at the back of the pack, unfortunately. I don't even know what you're driving, Fudder. What are you driving, Fudder? Oh, the Alpha. The Alpha 4C. Mockin then going to lead us around on that first race of the season. Why haven't I got that? I have got that somewhere. I've got a flyer somewhere with all the races on. Could have reeled them off, but never mind. Just let me go to race, turn the nonsense on quickly. Right. Race 1 then. 15 minutes here at Grand Valley. Lights go on. Mockin Weeds gets a great big chunk of a lead. Almost looks like 2nd and 3rd are next to each other as they get away well. Nobody getting left behind. Fudder's actually on track now as well. He does start from the back, like I say, due to not putting in a qualifying lap. But it is Mockin on those softs that leads us around the first couple of turns. Dylan already trying to pile the pressure on the Mercedes. We've got somebody backwards, almost backwards. It is Don. I saw the car go a little bit sideways, but it's Don that gets tangled up early on. Himself pointing in the right direction now. He's not too far off the field, so he might be able to make his way back through. Let's have a look. So Apache holds on to that second then. He has got the soft tyre on for this first race. Again, medium tyre on board for Dylan in that Corvette. Corvette for Obi. Again, medium tyres on board for him. Pilgrim, medium tyre first race as well in the Mercedes in 5th. Medium tyre on board for Tyre Slayer as well. A lot of drivers are opting to get rid of these early on. Skippy having a little look up the inside of Tyre Slayer, leaving the door wide open, Tyre Slayer. But, now gets the move up the inside. Skippy through then. What is he? Yeah, he's got the inside line into this next corner. Jones, Slayer in 7th, then Jonesy in 8th. Ricky J in 9th. The 4C of Fudder up into 10th. Don in 11th. So Dodger and Manny getting it wrong somewhere. Oh, Skippy as well. There's that Corvette a little bit backwards. Look at this gap that Mockin Weeks is pulling out up front though. 1.4 seconds over Apache. Dylan got a penalty to lose himself, but all over the back of Apache, looking for that second position. Just not able to carry the speed around that corner like Apache is on those softs. Has to back off the throttle. Pushes that Corvette though, chasing down the second position. Tricky circuit here, a lot of swapping left and right. You don't get your lines right, it does me a trip into the sand. Bit of breathing room behind to Obi-Wan, not a great deal. Enough just to Cam out of danger for the time being. Obi's got his own problems as well, with a Pilgrim pretty close. Top 5, pulled a little bit of a gap over everybody else. So Mocking Weeks 1.3 still up front. Apache holding that second. Will get a little bit of breathing room himself here now, as Dylan has to lose this half a second penalty. Obi-Wan comes storming up behind him in the Corvette. The second of the Corvettes on track. Dylan holds that inside line into this corner through the tunnel. Obi-Wan looks to switch back up the inside, side by side for those two Corvettes, but Dylan holds it on the way out. And holds on to that third. Just a big pile of drivers on those mediums then. Found a little bit more time here. 1.7 seconds he's pulled over Apache. Mitsubishi working out well here. So is it good laps from Mocking, or is it slight mistakes from Apache? I think well, who knows, because it's kicking off here, so these guys are slowing each other down by having a battle anyway for third. Currently holding that position, but Obi and Pilgrim looking for that one off him anytime soon. Oh, all the drivers looking for a bit of sand through there. Pilgrim coming in hot, dirty tyres, picks up a 1 second penalty for driving off circuit. Wow. Oh, Dylan's got it wrong through that corner as well. Did you see a Corvette out of position? Got these two drivers in front now, both with penalties to lose. Oh, into the wall again there for Dylan. The Banana of Tyre Slayer in 6th then, being chased down by Jonesy in 7th. He's 1.5 seconds behind him, not quite in tow range yet. Maybe had a banana skin. Ooh, maybe had a banana skin off of Tyre Slayer. He gets a bit of a wobble on there. Don's having a look at that 8th position off of him. Up the inside then for Don. So now looking for a way past as well. A bit of a jink on for Ricky J. Dodger in that cheating Ford. Skippy getting it wrong in the Corvette quite early on, and Footer Engineering unfortunately must have got it wrong somewhere as well. He's now down to 13th, was 10th. Oh, Mocking Weeks. 48.5. See what he puts in this lap. It's another 148.1. Yeah, 2 seconds slower on that previous lap for Apache. It must have been a slight mistake for him. And the rest of these guys on those medium tyres obviously going to be slower. A second and a half per lap. Tyre Slayer has closed his way back up onto these drivers battling for third, so come out of nowhere really. There was nobody behind Pilgrim for an awful long time. Tyre Slayer also on that medium tyre, so he's found some time somewhere here. Jonesy then under pressure now from Don. Again got tangled up early on Don. Got himself spun round and pushed to the back of the pack. Now trying to find a way back through. So coming up towards the halfway point of race 1. Still anything can happen. Ricky J then under pressure from Manny for that 9th. A place to be going for a move through here. Board with Manny then as he chases down Ricky J. Gets a good exit through there. To just pull alongside and past Ricky J as they come into this tunnel section. Don still trying to get past Jonesy, and now got a mirror full of Manny and Ricky J to deal with. Oh, Manny into the wall, and Ricky J might be able to get that position back. Not able to close the gap enough for Ricky J. Dodger under pressure from Skippy. Skippy's got a penalty to lose though. He's going to have to lose that next lap as well. Footer trying to close the gap up. 3.4 seconds down in the 4C. Skippy has got his way past again. He has got to lose that penalty, so Dodger's just got to stick with him. Wait until that into the wall for Footer, unfortunately. That's going to slow him down a little bit more. Market Weeks has found the car. 3.6 seconds over Apache. Again, he's got the medium tyre left to play on tonight, so 2 more races left for him to decide which one to chuck those on. Apache in the clear as well, 4 seconds either side for him. Dylan's still holding that third. He's pulled a bit of a gap from Obi and Pilgrim as well. Tyre Slayer's fallen off the back of this fight again. 2.3 seconds back, maybe a little mistake from him. And there is Don, also closing the gap up. Less than 2 seconds behind Tyre Slayer at the minute. Ricky J and Manny. There is Manny up the inside, just as we hit the tunnel. Doesn't take that 9th then. Ricky J into 10th. Skippy takes that 11th. He held on to it as well, lost that penalty. Dodger in at 12th. Fuller has closed that gap up. It was 3 seconds down now, just 1.8. Putting on an absolute masterclass here then, Mocking Weeks in the Mitsubishi. Calm through these turns. Still pulling time over Apache as well. Nearly 5 seconds now for Mockin. Mercedes just not able to keep up with the pace. That little Mitsubishi in front. He's almost out of view now. There he is. Still pulling time then for Mockin. 5.1 ahead of Apache. 4.4 ahead of Dylan though is Apache. He's looking good for that 3rd position currently. Obi 2.6 down and then in 4th. Still got Pilgrim pretty close, 1.1 behind him. Tyre Slayer's fallen back again. I say fallen back, he's spun himself around. He's got drivers coming through as well. He's caught Jonesy. Might still catch Jonesy. Jonesy's had to stick the brakes on so he doesn't get pinned. Tyre Slayer's going to let him through, but it's going to come in. And it's caused him to come into contact with Skippy. It's all kicking off at the end of the race. What a shame for these drivers. He's given Footer a little bit of a look though. He's now made a position right on the back end of Dodger as we come down this start-finish straight. Jonesy did hang about for Skippy a little bit, but I think Skippy was running slow, got damage on his car. 12 minutes in then, Mocking Weeks stomped it away from the lead and has never looked back. Darwin Drone Tube. Evening. Captain Pugwash, how you doing? Just got back off from golf weekend. I'll be back next week. Awesome. What are you driving? You want to pick one of these, look. 6 seconds up the road now for Mocking Weeks. Big Mercedes just cannot keep up with the pace of that little Mitsubishi in front. Be interesting to see what these boys in the Corvettes can do in race 2 once they get the soft tyres on. They've been putting in some good laps on these mediums. Dylan and Obi. Oh, battle here then. Don's managed to get himself under the rear wing of Pilgrim coming through this twisty section. Oh, he gets the tail loose, manages to get that pointing in a straight line again. Doesn't actually lose that much time to Pilgrim, still getting the toe down here. Wasn't looking for the move though, right under that rear wing of Pilgrim, just got to swap on out of that corner. There is Don. Of a second back still, not been able to close that gap up. Ferrari, ooh. Interesting choice. Don then trying to hang up with Pilgrim, looking for that position back, still 0.7 of a second off him. Let's go and catch up with the front runners. So 14 minutes into this one, might be final lap depending where they are. I think Mocking Weeks is going to see another one. Yeah, he's a fast section coming up now. 7.2 seconds up the road from Apache. He's lost a little bit of time to Dylan. Maybe the slight bit of tyre wear on those soft tyres catching him out, maybe. Weeks then up to the line. It goes for his final lap then. Apache also up to the line. He gets another lap in, as does Dylan. Obi as well. 15 seconds left on the race timer. Anybody else? Got a couple of drivers coming up. Pilgrim and Don all looking for that final lap battle as well between these two. Manny does just cross the line. He's on to his next lap then. Ricky J is going to be the first driver to take a position, so he comes home in 8th. Tyre Slayer takes 9th. Footer is going to come home in 10th. Came out of nowhere for him. Jonesy takes 11th. Skippy comes home in 12th. And Dodger takes 13th. Still not sure about that GT Ford thing. Mocking Weeks again has just put on an absolute masterclass in race 1. He has been on that medium tyre versus, the soft tyre versus everybody else on the mediums. Not everybody else, but a lot of the other drivers. He's just been able to pull away as Mocking. This last little fast section. Full tilt down towards the line then for Mocking. It's a great first race for him. Hopefully a sign of things to come. Swings it across the track as he crosses the line then to take the win by 8 seconds. Apache comes up. Himself well out of danger. Second place then for Apache. Dylan comes home 2.8 seconds behind him in 3rd. Obi's going to come home in 4th. Sideways. Pilgrim and Don. I'm not sure who's... Pilgrim does just take it. 5th then for him. Don takes 6th. And Manny across the line for 7th. And we have already seen everybody else cross the line. So, first win in the bag for Mocking Weeks. Mercedes overalls in a Mitsubishi. Okay. There it is. Race 1 done and dusted here then. 2 more races coming up. 2 15-minute sprint races here at Grand Valley. Reverse grid for race 2 as well, so should make it interesting. Those faster drivers trying to make it through the field. Interesting to see what tyres people put on here as well for race 2. I'm sure the majority of drivers will get rid of everything in terms of mediums and leave everybody on a set of softs at the end. No guarantee, but that would be the wise decision, I think. What is happening? Stop it. The computer's doing things. There you are then, mocking on that top spot one. 47.6 as well, fastest lap. Again, interested to see what Dylan and Obi-Wan can do in that Corvette C7 on a set of softs. They were looking pretty quick. Apache took second though. Dylan third, Obi-Wan fourth, Pilgrim fifth, Don in sixth, Manny seventh, Ricky J in eighth, Tyre Slayer 9th, we've got Fudder in 10th, Jonesy in 11th, Skippy in 12th, and the Dodger in 13th. Yeah, a little bit of chaos at the end of that one, but nothing intentional, just drivers getting it a little bit wrong, running a little bit wide and catching tyres on the sand. Nobody out on circuit. What's going on here? Wow. Oh, here we go. Obi's got the softs on for race 2 then. Where's Dylan? Not on track yet. So race 2 is going to start at 1:30. I've just been informed, so a couple of minutes left. And then we'll jump into race 2. Again, reverse grid from results of race 1. So Mocking Weeks will start from the back. What's he opted for in? Oh, he's gone for the. You can't still have the mediums on Mocking. Oh no, yes you can. Of course you can, because he didn't have the softs on in race 1. Still a couple of drivers left to actually join track, but again, race not starting till 9:30, but I would expect most drivers to be in the on track by now. It's only Obi-Wan that's gone out for a bit of a thrash about. In fact, 1 second, let's just have we have so tyre wear and fuel depletion in race 1 was at ×1. It's now jumped up to ×2 for race 2, and race 3 will be ×3. Get myself back on track so I don't miss the start of race 2 then. And Dylan in this Corvette were looking pretty quick on the mediums. Exploring those shortcuts, these boys. It's well, there's one. Well, it's not really a shortcut. I was going to say it's catching them out on the exit of some of these corners though. Stay in more, Captain Pugwash. That's what you need. Right, race 2 then. Oh my god. Huh? Oh, okay, yeah, they're starting a tunnel. Right, okay, that freaked me out. Okay, Dodger then going to lead us out. Rolling start for race 2. And stop a little bit of chaos into turn 1. ticks down then, and we do get underway then. Dodger in that great big monstrous GT Ford storms down over the little brow of the hill, down towards this hairpin right. Oh, Skippy's flung himself around the outside, as has Jonesy in the Mercedes. Soft tyres on board for Skippy, soft tyres on board for Jonesy. Soft top for Dodger, just not able to defend that position. Footer in 4th then, Manny in 5th, Tyre Slayer 6th, Don 7th, Pilgrim 8th. Dylan scooping around the inside though, looking for that 8th position, has got it. And Dylan drops to, Don drops to 9th, Obi-Wan in 10th, Apache in 11th, Mockin in 12th, Ricky J in 13th. Skippy still leads then on that soft-tyred Corvette. 0.5 seconds over Jonesy, again also on the soft tyres for Jonesy. Dodger in 3rd then, Footer holding that 4th. Annie losing a penalty, drivers swarming past him then. Don and Apache having a little look side by side as we come into this tunnel section. Yeah, everybody taking their time through here. Oh, apart from Obi-Wan and Tyre Slayer, both getting it wrong through there. Running slow. With 7th place Manny, looking back at these drivers all chasing him down. A couple of drivers just got it wrong on a couple of corners previous. Dylan looking to get back to the front of the field early on then. Skippy then still leads 2.7 seconds in the Corvette. Again, soft tyres on for him. Soft tyres on for Jonesy. Soft tyres on for Dodger. Kicking off for 4th position here. Footer defending for his life in the 4C. Dylan's already got himself up the inside, has he, through this turn? Has through that hairpin up into 4th he goes. Pilgrim slots his way through as well. Unfortunately, Footer getting caught out in that little 4C. Maybe not the fastest of the GT3 cars. Manny in 7th then. He's also closing up. Oh, he's run himself off. Obi-Wan back up to race pace, all over the back of Manny. Runs slow through there, does Manny. Apache in 9th. Weeks 10th. Don in 11th, all over the back end of him. Tyre Slayer in 12th. Almost deep through there for Tyre Slayer. Ricky J all over the back of him, looking for that 12th position off of him. Skippy just having a nice comfortable race. 3 minutes and 20 in. 2.5 seconds over Jonesy. But, oh, I say that as Dylan looks to drive around the outside of him. Almost able to keep a wing up the inside there for Dylan. Carries the speed on the exit through there. It's Corvette versus Mercedes down this start-finish straight. Dylan holds the line into that one, takes 2nd then. And a great exit through there. Jonesy coming back at him in the Mercedes. Oh, not able to keep a wing up the inside though. Big heavy Mercedes. The Corvette a little bit lighter, I think. Pilgrim goes for a slingshot up the inside here on Jonesy. Almost not quite able to. Oh, I think that's Manny just gone backwards in the background as well. But this man is quite comfortable at the minute. 2.8 seconds, 2.9 seconds up the road in his Corvette. Oh, dips a wheel on the sand on the exit of that corner though. Dylan's going to close up on him due to that. 2.8 seconds down now then. Jonesy another 1 second behind him in 3rd. Chased by another Mercedes. Oh, he gets a drift on through there. Ends up on the sand. Has to relinquish that position, unfortunately, Jonesy. Give the other Mercedes in that position. Apache having a look at Obi-Wan up here as well. Obi switches back. He's also on the hunt for 5th position off of Dodger. Apache tagged onto the back end of that fight. Fudder not too far off it either, just 0.7 of a second back. We've got Mockin in 9th, Don in 10th, Tyre Slayer in 11th, Ricky J in 12th, Manny in 13th. Yeah, you just got one of those hairpins backwards, unfortunately, in that Lexus. Oh, he's got it wrong somewhere, Skippy. He's made a mistake and he's picked up a penalty. He's got this man closing up on him pretty damn rapidly. Less than 2 seconds then between Skippy and Dylan, on board with the 2nd place driver. Consistency from this man. A couple of tenths off that time as well through here. Visibly closer. Skippy just... No, I was going to say I thought Skippy had just lost that penalty, but no, he's coming onto that bridge section now where he will lose that penalty. Dylan. Right on his rear end, if not able to overtake him. Right on his rear end, coming into this section. Battle on for first now then between Skippy and Dylan. Oof. Nice up the rears, Dylan. Into this tunnel through the right-hander. Well in the slipstream of Skippy now, less than a quarter of a second between them. Close up as they come past the pit exit. Skippy's holding that inside line, not going to relinquish that one into this hairpin. Oh, but he's run a little bit deep. Dylan's run a little bit deep as well. He almost clattered into the back end of Skippy. Skippy gets a flaff on out of there as well, loses a little bit of time to Dylan. Dylan, I think Skippy maybe got that corner a little bit wrong. Just had to stay out of the way of Dylan coming through. Still right there with him. And Pilgrim not too far back either. 1.4 seconds in that yellow Mercedes. Oof, deep into that corner though. Okay, Skippy being given that position back by Dylan. It's given a little bit of time back to Pilgrim. So this brings the bridge section again. No penalties to lose for either of these drivers on this lap. Josie holding on to 4th and Obi closing up on him, was 0.5 of a second back. Don into 6th, Tyre Slayer 7th. Weeks then scoops past Fudder into 8th, Fudder in 9th. Apache right behind him in 10th, Dodger right behind him in 11th. Ricky J not too far off, 4 seconds back in 12th. Manny unfortunately 6.5 back in that Lexus. So Skippy still leads. A little bit of position swaps between Dylan and Skippy. I'm not sure what happened to Skippy, but he just left the door wide open for Dylan to come through, and then Dylan came out of the corner and just let off the throttle and let Skippy back through. So not sure if there was maybe a tiny bit of contact between the two or something, but oh, Dylan, no! Oh, he sticks the brakes on as hard as he can. Lucky he didn't get that thing backwards. But he's lit the rears up through there. The back end's come round on him. He was lucky not to pin that into the wall. No damage on his car, but it's left him a long way down. 6.2 seconds off of Skippy, race leader now. 1.3 off of Jonesy in front, so currently in 5th. Just over that 10-minute mark here then in race 2. Obi, great big penalty to lose for him. Dylan will get this position back. Due to that, no, there goes Tyre Slayer in the background, gets that corner wrong. He's lit the rears up as well through that corner. Spent the, I think he's run over his own banana, maybe. So Jonesy then into 3rd, not for much longer. Dylan absolutely pressing everybody for that last podium position. Jonesy blocked him off through there. Dylan already on the inside though, coming out of this tunnel onto this start-finish straight. Again, Mercedes versus Corvette. Dylan that gets the brakes on up the inside into 3rd then. So Skippy now then with a 1.6 seconds lead, 11.5 minutes into race 2. Pilgrim 2nd, Dylan 3rd now, 4 seconds behind those two in front. Dragging Jonesy just 0.3 of a second behind him. Don in 5th, 1 second back. Obi in 6th, 0.8 of a second behind him. Larkin in 7th, Apache in 8th. In 9th, Ricky J in 11th. Tyre Slayer again just spun over one of his own bananas, I think. Oh, he's done it again. Almost done it again. And he's closing up on him now then. Just 1.1 seconds between these two. Back to the lead of the race. Oh. Pilgrim, he's got it wrong somewhere. He's clattered into a wall. He's now got Dylan right behind him. I was going to say the gap between himself and Skippy had grown massively. 4.7 seconds lead then for Skippy. 2.5 minutes for him to try and... The banana skin cars aren't liking this circuit, are they? Pilgrim ends up backwards then through the tunnel section. Drops to 5th. Behind as well, Obi defending from Mocking Weeks. Where is he? He has got to be inside, just out of view on that side angle. Slotted his way through into 6th. That's Mockin. He's right on the tail of Pilgrim in front as well. The medium tyre, Obi's soft, looking a little bit worse for wear. Oh! Goes a little bit deep into that corner, slows down. Obi goes through, Apache goes through. Pilgrim holds on to that position, but I don't know for how much longer. Obi looking to come around the outside. Apache pushing to make the door wide enough to get both of those cars through. Mocking Weeks with all the work to do again now then. Back down into 8th. Dodger in 9th, Footer 10th. Ricky J in 11th. Back under pressure from the banana skin Slayer. He slayed himself. Then Manny, again, been backwards once or twice around some of these tighter turns. Skippy then keeping it nice and controlled. Into the final minute of the race, he will see another lap. To this great big tall bridge then, into the tunnel section. And this right-hander back onto this start-finish straight. So across the line, 3.8 seconds lead over Dylan. Racing softs, got a little bit of wear on that left hand side. Don all over the back of Jonesy for 3rd at the minute as well in this final lap. got over? No. So, okay. Drivers have come across. Pilgrim then, after getting it pointing in the right direction, comes home to take 8th position. Fuller comes home in 9th. Ricky J takes 10th. Tyre Slayer comes home in 11th. Apache takes 12th. What happened to Apache? Oh no. Binned it, didn't you, somewhere? Manny comes home in 13th then, and Skippy up front still leads into this twisty section. Dylan chasing him down in that second Corvette. Just got to keep it nice and calm and collected for the next few corners. Visibly closer now, Dylan 2.1 seconds behind him, really pressing in these last few corners. Be enough, unfortunately, without some kind of insane mistake from Skippy. He has brought that time down. It's less than 2 seconds between himself and Dylan. Through that final corner though, Skippy is going to take the win here in race 2. About 1.5 seconds or a little bit longer by the time they cross the line. But it is Skippy that takes the win. Dylan comes home for 2nd position. Another good result. Josie going to come home in 3rd, did manage to fend off Don, who has picked up himself a 2nd penalty as well, so that means Obi unfortunately doesn't take that position, comes home in 5th, Walking Weeks does take 6th, Dodger comes home in 7th. Oh, what happened to Apache? Skippy then, race 2 winner. Oh, that's not what you're meant to be doing, you muppet. Come on. Meant to be doing that. So there it is then, official results. Skippy taking the win. Dylan coming home 2nd. Josie taking that 3rd. It was a hard fought 3rd as well for him. He was under pressure for most of that race, I think. Don came home in 4th. Obi took 5th. Mocking Weeks takes 6th. Dodger takes 7th. Pilgrim takes 8th. Footer comes home in 9th, Ricky J 10th, Tyre Slayer 11th, Apache in 12th, and Manny 13th. So, race 3, another reverse grid race. Tyre wear fuel depletion goes up to ×3. Anyone who's not used the medium tyres so far has got to stick them on for this final race, or you'll get told off or something. Let me in. Why won't you let me in? There we go. So it's race 3. What's race 3? Is that going to be reverse rolling start, or is that going to be grid start? I don't mind the rolling start. It does sort of fend off a little bit of chaos in the reverse grid races into the first couple of corners until people get themselves into position, not all jostling for top spot through turns 1 and 2 at least. But I do find on some circuits it puts the cars a little bit too far apart. And if anyone's looking at the car right now on screen, just look at the rear view camera. The screen has got a BMW in it. Look to the right of that, it's got the wrong circuit on here. There you go. Fujiwa. We're not at Fuji. That certainly isn't the track we're racing. Nobody out on any kind of practice runs at the minute. Don's got a set of mediums on. Apache's got a set of mediums on. Interesting. Did they not use mediums at all? Still got a couple of drivers yet to join the lobby, join the actual track, so might be one or two more. Dusky as well here. Whether it turns tonight as we crack on with the race, we'll have to wait and see. I can imagine it's only going to be a minute or so until we hit race 3. 21:52 already. Good luck, guys, from Captain Pugwash. Come on, Tyre Slayer, get off those bananas, or them bananas. You've been told, Mr. Slayer. Captain Pugwash will be here next week to find them for you. What have we got on your livery there, Don? Like a fist. It is. Oh yeah, he's got the anime punch through the screen thing, hasn't it, going on? TV Tokyo! Well, there you go. Obi-Wan's livery looking good. Done there, we've had a look at yours. It's enough of yours. The snake on the side of Pilgrim's and Mercedes. Eyes there, it's got the fangs. Oh, can't quite see those. That side. There you go. Just behind the front wheel. Victorinox on board for Apache. Catch up with the Rothmans. He's got LED lights under his GT wings. Tyre Slayer. Again, the banana monster. Tripping himself up with his own bananas tonight. Too many bananas going on, but not sure what's happening on that rear quarter. Just not sure about that. There he goes, just found another banana. Skippy in the WeatherTech Corvette. Wonder from down under. Oh, he's taking people out. And in the Lexus. Right, race 3 then, just about to start. So it's a grid start then. Let's change that camera up. Wait for these lights. Oh, it's not a reverse grid. Apologies. It's as of race results from race 2. So Skippy is going to lead us out then. Dylan in second, Jonesy in third. What can Dylan do from the front of the race? Lights are on then, they drop now. Oh no, Dodger's not moving. Footer engineering has had to take avoiding action. I think he managed to get round pretty cleanly though without taking him out. Skippy though trying to lead us into turn 1, but Dylan's pushing him around the outside. is Dylan that gets himself through. Soft tyres on board for him. Skippy on the softs in second. Josie in third in that Mercedes. He's on the mediums for third race. That could prove difficult for him. A lot of these drivers will have the softs on around him. Don's gone for the mediums as well in race 3. Oh, Josie already struggling on those tyres. Pilgrim on the softs in 7th currently. Tyre Slayer minding out for bananas in 8th. Manny in 9th. Apache in 10th. Dodger in 11th. Ricky J in 12th. Oof. Footer in 13th. Oh, he's been off track somewhere. He's picked himself up a little bit of penalty. Again, medium tyres on board for... oh no, Don. He's found all the sand. Front end damage as well. He's knocked a crash pad onto the circuit. Now a long way down, unfortunately. Dylan into the lead of the race, then starts pulling a little bit of a gap over Obi-Wan, who's also managed to squeeze his way through. What has happened to Jonesy? No! From 3rd all the way down to 10th. He's been off circuit somewhere as well. Again, those mediums I think just have been catching him out. Trying to carry the same kind of speed into the corners that he was doing in the first 2 races, and obviously medium tyres said no. Nope, gone too far. Right, the Corvettes having an absolute punch up then. Obi looking for the lead over Dylan. Skippy tucked under the rear wing of both of them, looking for a way past. Weeks up into 4th position as well, looking to use the power of that Mitsubishi to get past these American muscle cars in front. Currently 0.8 of a second back, and he'll be quite happy for these 3 Corvettes to be having an absolute ding-dong. He'll be quite happy indeed. Obi-Wan goes deep, he gets that rear end lit up coming around that corner, spins it round. Skippy's got himself a penalty. Obi-Wan's got himself a penalty as well as lighting the rears up on that thing. Oh, disaster for him early on. Long until he has to lose that penalty either. It's not what you want to be doing early on in the race. Got a few drivers pretty close behind him as well. Back up front then, here we go. Is showing he's going to lose any second. That's for Skippy. So Dylan 1.9 seconds up the road. Skippy with a penalty to lose onto this bridge section. Mocking Weeks looking to get past him. Should make it nice and easy. Weeks through then into second. Now chase car for Dylan, 2.3 seconds behind him. He was quick in race 1, Mocking on the soft. He's back on the soft in race 2. Tyre wear's on a little bit higher than it was in race 1 though. Can he push this little Mitsubishi to catch that Corvette in front? Skippy loses that penalty, then holds 3rd position. Pilgrim into 4th. Banana Skin Man in 5th. Obi in 6th. Manny in 7th. Apache in 8th. Pretty close to these 3. Manny closing the gap up on Obi. Again, Apache just being dragged along by the pair of them. Nobody able to make a move through there. The Dodger hanging on to the back end of that fight as well, just in the slipstream range at the minute in that big wide Ford. Jonesy, who's dropped himself all the way down to 10th on those mediums, under a little bit of pressure here from Ricky J on the softs. Pushing to get past the Mercedes. Footer in 12th. Again, the medium tyres just catching him out a little bit. Don getting it backwards also on those medium tyres in race 3. Now then, Dylan not been able to disappear just yet. Mocking Weeks has just kept him in touch, 2.6, pulling away from Skippy. They are still stretching those track limits, dipping wheels on the sand on the exit of these corners. Now got a mirror full of Pilgrim for that 3rd. Nice tight line through there for Pilgrim. Does it help him on the exit of this corner? 0.5 1/10 of a second behind. To this fast section as well, we get the toe all the way down here, Will Pilgrim. Not close enough though, I don't think. Don't stretch it up, 2.6 almost. With the aid of slipstream then. Pilgrim not able to close the gap up on that Corvette in front. Oh, gets a twitch on through there as well. That's going to slow him down a little bit. Almost out of that tow range now. Just getting a tiny bit of slipstream back off of him. Dylan has managed to find a little bit more time though, about 0.3 of a second over Mocking Weeks. Again, pulling time over Skippy in third. He's got 2.2 seconds behind Mocking Weeks, and again he's got a mirror full of Pilgrim. Banana Man, 5th position with a penalty to lose. One should make short work of that one. There he goes then into 5th. Tyre Slayer took himself into the slipstream of Obi through this first hairpin. Through the little kink down towards the start finish line again then. Found himself with a second penalty. Help Mocking Weeks out, whether he can take full advantage of it, I don't know. Skippy though getting a great big flash of lights off of Pilgrim, just a quarter of a second behind him in that Mercedes. Hard on the brakes into turn 1 then. Back at the minute for the Mercedes. Looks for a different line through this second hairpin. Still flashing the lights. Let me through, he's saying, let me through. Skippy is in full control of this one though. He's got to do absolutely nothing but race his race. If Pilgrim wants past, he's got to do it fair and square. Unless Skippy gives him the position, but I can't see him doing that. Cleaning himself right there though at the minute is Pilgrim. Still flashing the lights, maybe just now trying to put Skippy off a little bit. Phased at the minute, the Australian. So with that penalty loss, Dylan's time has gone from 3 seconds down to 1.4. 9 minutes into race 3 here then. Mocking Weeks will see that time and think, yes, I'm in with a chance. He's just taken another 10th out of it as well through that little complex onto this start finish straight. Turn 1, hard on the brakes for both of these drivers. Keeps it just off the wall there, Dylan. Stretches that time back up to 1.5 seconds on the exit of that corner. Tyre wear really starting to kick in now. Skippy under all sorts of pressure from Pilgrim. Bit open, he's got the inside line into this next corner. Again, the tyre wear just starting to catch some of these drivers out. You can see Pilgrim getting a wobble on in the background. He falls a little bit further back from Skippy. Still just in the slipstream range at the minute, Pilgrim, so won't fall too far back as long as he doesn't keep making mistakes through these corners. to get grip on these fast turns now though. So it starts to bring that time down a little bit due to the slipstream, but it's not going to be enough for a move just yet. So second place Mocking Weeks, just seen his tail lights disappear around the corner. There he is, closing up on Mocking Weeks, the gap down to, closing up on Dylan, the gap down to 0.6 of a second between these two. Mocking Weeks now flashing the lights. I'm coming, Dylan. Half a second between them. Both drivers trying to keep it as tight as possible through there. Either driver wants to catch the wall on the way out as well. 0.4 of a second between Mocking Weeks and Dylan now, first and second. There for Mocking Weeks. Almost close enough to get a wing up the inside. All over the back of Dylan, looking for a different way through this double apex. Not able to carry enough speed to make a move on the exit. All sorts of little crash pads thrown them out all over the place here at Grand Valley. Again, Dylan keeps that half a second on the exit of that corner. He's trying to chase him down then. 3 minutes remaining. It's 1/8 of a second in it between Dylan and Mocking. Skippy 4 seconds behind, and he's managed to drop Pilgrim 1.1 seconds back for Pilgrim. Obi-Wan another 2.9 seconds back. He's got a mirror full of tyre Slayer at the minute. Careful of those banana skins, that man. Manny has managed to find himself half a second penalty in 7th. Probably lose that position to Dodger, I think. Dodger carrying a lot of speed up towards him. Not quite able to get up the inside into this right-hander, so Manny survives that one, holds on to 7th. Dodger 8th, Apache in 9th, Jonesy in 10th. Footer in 11th, Ricky J hunting him down, and Don hunting him down in 13th. Just a second back is Don. Fight still on up the front though. Dylan 0.6 of a second over Mocking. Minutes in, 2 minutes remaining. Close race between these two. Get ourselves with a little bit of just this view, we see both cars. Swizzle the camera around if there's any kind of manoeuvring going on as well. Opens up a little bit there then, 0.7 of a second. Nice line through there from Mocking Weeks. Dylan finds a little bit of time through there, gets that gap back up 2.8 of a second. Mocking Weeks gets a good exit out of that turn though, brings it right back down. Coming onto this fast start-finish section as well. Starting to show for both of these drivers. Mocking Weeks gets a switch on, manages to hold on to it. The gap at 0.5 of a second as we come into this first of the last tunnel on this circuit. Through the right-hander onto this start-finish straight then. Mocking Weeks carrying as much speed as he absolutely can. 0.4 of a second behind Dylan, 0.3 now. This will become final lap for these two. It's all about this one then for Mocking. Pressure Dylan into a mistake. A little bit wide through there for Dylan. That time down to 0.3 of a second. We are going to see drivers cross the line. Where are you? Jonesy just sees one. Manny gets across. Sorry, Dodger sees one. Okay, so it was Jonesy, then he comes home in 9th position. Apache comes home 10th. Ricky J takes 11th. Footer comes home in 12th. Don right behind him in 13th. We've still got a few drivers out on track there. Dylan still under threat then by Mocking. a second in between them. He's keeping himself bolted right to the rear end of Dylan. Needs to get a good run on him down this last little section. Over the bridge here, keeps himself just half a second back. Knows he can close up into this hairpin at the top. He can do last lap anyway. Nice and tight for him through there. Dylan's just managed to open up a little bit of time, but now then, what's Mocking Weeks got through here? That time already coming down 0.5. It's looking pretty good for Dylan though. I think he will just hold on to this one. I don't think Mocking Weeks is close enough to use that toe to get him across the line. So it is going to be Dylan that takes the win here in race 3. Mocking Weeks comes home in second. Skippy is going to take third position. Nice and comfortably, nobody around him, so third easily for him. Obi-Wan takes fourth. Pilgrim comes home in fifth. Tyre Slayer in sixth. Dodger is going to come home in seventh. Manny coming in right behind him for eighth. I've seen everybody else come across the line already. Captain Bugwash in the chat again. Good racing, guys. He'll be back next week to cause chaos. Well, we had a little bit of bumping and a barging in one or two of the races, but overall, I would say that was pretty damn good. Clean, respectful, a couple of little door bangs, a couple of drivers backwards, but most of it their own doing. But there is Dylan on screen then, celebrating his win for race 3. So that's it. Round 1 done and dusted. 3 little sprint races for you lot. Some damn good racing, I've got to say. So that is it for tonight. I am back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with the DSC Premier League. Back on Thursday night for another P1 League, which is the Renault Clios. That's again at 9 o'clock on Thursday. So 8 o'clock on Mondays, 9 o'clock on Thursdays and 9 o'clock Sundays. That is the current timings going on. We've got GTTCC starting at the end of July. So that'll be coming. If you wanted some GT4 action, then that's the place to be. Get yourself signed up. But that is pretty much going to be it from me tonight. We'll have a look, see how they get on next week in terms of points. But yeah, there it is. Round 1 done and dusted of P1RCs GT3 World Sprint Series. Done and dusted. Great racing. That's what we want. So that's it for me, people. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, make sure you click all those like buttons, share it out. Do the things, subscribe if you haven't, but most of all, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here. Oh, I nearly just ended the stream straight away, but I meant to do that.